This rapper fell from an accumulated net worth of $8 million to selling drugs for survival. And this 90s rapper, who then lives in this mansion, is now swimming in a pool of debt. How about T-Pain, who went from a $40 million net worth to this?
When you say you was broke, was you at like $0 broke?
I had to borrow money to get my kids Burger King.
These are rappers who went broke because of girls. Let's start with this Rack City rapper who became dead broke trying to impress his billionaire girlfriend, Tyga. In a shocking turn of events, it appears the Rack City rapper has been swamped with a sizable amount of debt at the peak of his career. The frequently asked question is what happened to Tyga, especially because a rapper like Tyga, who had several independent releases before signing a deal with Lil Wayne's Young Money Entertainment and whose records have rocked the Billboard Hot Top 10 singles, has shockingly gone broke. So where did all the money go? Unfortunately, Tyga is a successful rapper who, like many celebrities, has found his way to tax court. In 2018, it was reported that rapper Tyga owed the feds a whopping $8 million in unpaid taxes from 2011 to 2016. Hold up, do those years ring a bell? That's because that is about the same period he met and dated TV personality and now billionaire Kylie Jenner. Here is the thing, some fans believe that Tyga's pockets are ripped with holes because he was trying to keep up with a Kardashian. How true is that? I heard someone say it was very true. It's simple. Being caught up in the glamour and glory of the reality TV lifestyle might have put paying taxes the least of Tyga's priorities. So what then were at the top of his priorities? During Tyga's on and off relationship with Kylie Jenner, he was always splashing expensive gifts on her, and I heard someone say she was addicted to expensive stuff. In 2015, Tyga splashed a whopping $320,000 on a Ferrari, which he gifted Kylie Jenner on her 18th birthday.
You can be whatever you want, Kylie. You finally 18, fresh out the lot.
Everything was rosy on the surface, however. When things went south between the rapper and the young reality TV star, Tyga was confronted with a new reality, one which was neglected over time. Tyga was covered in debt, and the wrath of the IRS was knocking on his door. In August 2016, XXL obtained legal documents filed by Miami-based jeweler Leonard Suleimanov against Mayweather and Tyga. Although the case was focused on Mayweather, the jeweler claimed Tyga agreed to pay $79,000 for a Rolex day date, but never came through with the payment. As days passed, and no wires were being received, plaintiffs got concerned and started exchanging text messages with defendants through their agent Rechnitz about when payment could be expected, says the lawsuit. In May 2016, whispers on the street claimed Tyga owed his ex-girlfriend a sum of $2 million. Luckily, Kylie Jenner went on Twitter and debunked the rumors, saying lies, lies, lies. But Tyga has no manner of luck, as his 2016 Ferrari 488 was repossessed multiple times for failing to make repayments. While all of that was crashing, TMZ reported that the rapper tried to buy a $10 million mansion in Calabasas, California, near Kylie Jenner, but could not close the deal, probably because he could not afford it. The rumors sprouted about the same time the rapper encountered a legal battle over an $8 million home he rented and tried to buy in 2014. However, in a not-so-shocking turn of events, his landlord sued him over $70,000 in unpaid rent. Although he countered with a breach of contract lawsuit, another judge ruled against him in a January 2014 case following a dispute with Beverly Hills jeweler Jason, ordering him to pay about $200,000 for allegedly stealing $91,000 worth of diamond and gold pieces during an incident his spokesperson tagged a misunderstanding. Then, just when everyone thought it was over, Tyga got sued for allegedly missing payment for his Lambo and Bentley. According to news reports, Choice Motors Credit wants the rapper to pay up in full for a 2013 Lamborghini Aventador and a 2014 Bentley Mulsanne. According to the Arizona-based company, when summed up with the interest on both cars, Tyga owed over $1 million. You see, the thing is, Tyga loves luxury cars, but he's had a hard time maintaining them. In 2021, the media revealed he was battling a $128,000 legal battle, and as a result, his Ferrari and Rolls-Royce were taken away for failure to make payments. This time around, it was Midway Rent A Car, who claimed he owed a total of $127,789.73 over luxury automobiles he leased from them in 2015. It appears the Rack City rapper isn't racking it up because his life feels like a roller coaster of one financial battle or the other. As you can see, it's not only flashy cars that Tyga has a problem keeping up the payment for, and as it appears, Tyga isn't the only rapper whose pockets have gone dry because of girls and flashy cars. Take a look at this old timer, T-Pain. For starters, it is important to start by saying that T-Pain used to be one of the hardest songwriters in the game back in the day. He creatively popularized the use of auto-tune pitch correction in the industry. While at the peak of his career, T-Pain accumulated an estimated net worth of about $40 million. Unfortunately, all that went south with the wind, and I know you might be wondering how that happened, right? Here it is.
I would have gone broke. I would have never done anything, but everybody before me that I had to look up to, they were just like, no, this is great. Once you start rapping, it's gonna be just money all the time. It's just rap, and it's just girls and swimming pools after this.
Unfortunately, it was a lie. Girls and swimming pools are no investments, which means that all the $1 million will go down in a short time, but no one told T-Pain that. Regardless, the consequences of reckless spending often come by without notice. Now, in retrospect, T-Pain believes he would have made better financial decisions if the rappers he looked up to had told him the truth about the state of money in the celebrity lifestyle.
If they would have just said that, look, it's not all great. It's not gonna be fine this whole time. If I would have known that, I would have been mentally prepared.
Well, the dildo of consequence did not come lube for T-Pain. The artist went from racking millions of dollars in his account, buying everything he needed and the ones he might never need, to ground zero. He lost all the money, he went broke. In a past interview with The Breakfast Club, T-Pain revealed he was so broke he borrowed money from a friend to treat his kids to some Burger King.
When you say you was broke, was you at like $0 broke?
I had to borrow money to get my kids Burger King.
In the same interview with The Breakfast Club, the Florida rapper revealed that at one point in his life, he was worth over $40 million, but he blew it up on bad decisions and failed investments. Crazily, word on the street was T-Pain blew his $40 million in the span of 10 years. According to The Richest, T-Pain's luxury car collection used to range from a Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead, which cost $1.1 million, a Ferrari F430, $250,000, and a Lamborghini Aventador, $393,695, and the likes. In an interview with DJ Vlad, T-Pain revealed how he splashed over $1 million on a Bugatti, which later turned out to be a bad deal. The Florida native revealed that he bought a Bugatti worth $1.2 million, but could not drive it for more than 6 months. He had to get rid of it because of high maintenance costs. Apparently, he damaged one of the radiators, and he was billed $90,000 to fix it, and he had to change 4 at once.
You got rid of your Bugatti?
Yeah, I put a hole in one of the 4 radiators that I didn't know about. So they told me that I can't just replace one of the radiators. I gotta replace the radiator and the spoiler for some reason. I don't even know what the spoiler got to do with the radiators. But long story short, they said to fix one of the radiators, it was gonna cost $90,000.
And guess what he did afterward? He told them to keep the car and sell it to someone else because he would make more money selling the car than fixing it. T-Pain also blamed part of his financial deeps on his manager, whom he trusted with his finances to invest in real estate. He said, "I was letting my manager do it, and he was way more optimistic than I was. He would just buy complete dumps and think that we can just paint them. We never sold anything." Unfortunately, the investments had no returns. He went so low he had to file for bankruptcy. After filing for bankruptcy, it took T-Pain a while to get back on his feet, but he managed to make better financial decisions. While on Steve-O's show Wild Ride, T-Pain revealed he makes more revenue playing games on Twitch than he did with his music. "I'm making more money off of video games than I've made in the last 4 years." Girls, swimming pools, and luxury cars might have cost T-Pain his fortune, but here is another rapper, one of the greatest, whose financial status dived due to some marriage complications. Nas. Without a doubt, Nas, born Nasser Jones, is one of the biggest rappers to ever step foot in the game. At the start of his rap career, Nas sold more records than a normal rapper could. He was extraordinary. After being signed with Columbia Records, he released a series of hit albums beginning with Illmatic. Since then, Nas has toured worldwide, had a well-known beef with top dog rapper Jay-Z, been involved in philanthropic ventures, and had a messy divorce with R&B artist Kellis. Although Nas sold over 25 million records worldwide and left a permanent mark in the rap industry for his authenticity, he nonetheless experienced some deep financial and personal troubles that struck him so badly that he became homeless in 2012. Unlike the other rappers on this list, Nas never really flaunted his wealth, not in the way other rappers of his status did. However, unfortunately, fate chased his pockets down to bankruptcy. So you might be wondering what really happened to the legendary Nas. I will tell you what. Nas's first child with Carmen Bryan was born about the same time he released Illmatic. Although a good development, the event would signify the direction of Nas's future financial woes. Nas would go on to pay child support for his daughter Destiny, and despite having to do what while tending to his rap career, his finances dived rock bottom in 2005 when he got married to Harlem-born singer Kellis Rogers. Word on the street was their marriage marked the start of a major financial downturn for Nas. The marriage lasted 5 years and ended with a series of controversies, one of which was that Kellis decided to separate when she was pregnant. In 2009, right after filing for divorce, Nas and Kellis had their son Knight. The courts ordered Nas to pay $300,000 in child support, but Nas's lawyers brokered a deal to split the payments into $10,000 per month. This original claim, however, was based on an income figure that Nas's lawyers said was way too high and was subsequently reduced to $150,000 total. That was only the beginning. Back in 2004, Nas and Kellis bought a $585,000 home, bought partially using a $400,000 loan. Although Nas was able to maintain the crib after the divorce, he could not do that for long. In 2012, Nas was unable to make payments and the house was repossessed, rendering the rapper homeless. Then all of a sudden, everything else came crashing down on him. According to TMZ, the state of Georgia claimed Nas owed back taxes from 2006 to 2009, which compounded to over $1 million. Shockingly, at about the same time, the feds came for Nas, claiming he owed a whopping $6 million in unpaid taxes over the same period. The good thing is Nas has not been relentless in getting back on his feet. In a recent interview with Huck, Nas said he regrets nothing, including lost money. When asked if he wished he was more business-minded in his career, the rapper said, "No, I don't have any regrets. The way we live has no regrets. Everything is a learning experience, and your mistakes, when you go back to look at them, are just moments of being human. Those are my reference points. So I go back to those points, and I love those points when I didn't do well, because that meant I was just a human." Unfortunately, at about the same time Nas was letting out motivational bars, another rapper was pacing his way to brokenness. 6ix9ine Tekashi. 6ix9ine is known in the rap industry for a lot of things, including his obviously colored hairstyling, which amplifies his presence everywhere he goes. However, most importantly, the rapper is known for his extravagant spending and wealth flaunting. But here is the thing: the higher you go, the harder you fall. This is true of 6ix9ine's story, as the fans were shocked when his business manager Wack 100 in a Clubhouse section alleged that the rapper is so broke that he can't afford gas. Shortly after rumors started flying about 6ix9ine's financial troubles, the music manager confirmed the rumors, saying, "Yeah, he broke as a mother. That 6ix9ine ain't got nothing. Man, that over there doing bad. Bro, I had to send that $20 for some gas. That's why we was telling the people, ain't really nothing we can do for you right now, cause broke. It's terrible, man. Sad thing to see such a talented young man like this." Wack 100 revelation was made not long after the Brooklyn rapper opened up to a judge about his financial troubles. In a sworn declaration to a judge overseeing a civil lawsuit involving 6ix9ine for a 2018 armed robbery case, the rapper claimed his finances had taken a downturn. According to a court document obtained by Complex, the rapper said, "Right now, I am struggling to make ends meet. I do not know if I will ever command the kind of advances I was paid before my arrest, and my career stalled." The rapper pleaded that an unfavorable verdict in the case would leave him bankrupt. "It will surely bankrupt me in a way from which I will never recover, to the permanent detriment and hardship of the family members who rely upon me," the rapper stated. According to TMZ, federal agents raided Tekashi's residence in Lake Worth, Florida on Wednesday with assistance from the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office to search his home. However, 6ix9ine wasn't there at the time. Details of the operation appear to be serious, as some of his belongings, including several of the rapper's luxury vehicles, were seized. Tekashi's seized belongings have become Exhibit A, B, and C, heralding our next rapper who went broke pimping other people's cars. Xzibit. Back in the day, the undisputed king of MTV in the early 2000s was none other than the rapper and Pimp My Ride host, Xzibit. But you know how the saying goes, right? When the mighty fall, they fall harder. And so is Xzibit's reversal of fortune story. Aside from his success story in the rap industry, in 2004, Xzibit was hired to host the American TV show Pimp My Ride. The show was what almost everyone looked forward to because of Xzibit's magnificent entertainment talent. Plus, they get to pimp people's ride and transform an old piece into a luxury vehicle.
Please, MTV, pimp my ride.
And that was it. Xzibit would then show up at their house, and of course, they would be excited and dramatically jump on his body, expressing genuine joy. He would pick the car and take it to the costume mechanics, where they would refurbish the car and transform it into a luxury car. To be honest, as a kid, I always wondered how they managed to pull that off until one day the show was canceled, and with it, Xzibit's fall kicked off. In a shocking turn of events, in 2007, the show Pimp My Ride was canceled. Although the reasons were unknown, word on the street was that the participants complained about their cars breaking down almost immediately after the show. Some people's car was also reported burnt due to bad wiring a few weeks after the show, while some participants reported that some of the features installed on the car were removed immediately after the camera stopped rolling. Unfortunately, Xzibit was the one taking the fall for all the failures, even though he was only a host. The show's cancellation not only damaged his reputation, but also offset his finances in the most drastic way ever. While his high walls rapidly crashed down, his estranged wife, Krista, found the easiest way to send the rapper back to the trenches. Not only did she file for divorce, but she also demanded that Xzibit pay her $230,000 to be able to pay her lawyers in the bitter divorce case. According to news reports, earlier in 2023, Xzibit was ordered to pay his ex-wife $6,000 per month. Let me break it down. $2,239 per month in child support for their 10-year-old son and $3,702 per month in spousal support. But that was not all. Krista recently demanded that the amount be increased to $14,000, claiming Xzibit makes so much money from his business while she is buried in debt. Obviously, with all of this going on, it's not a surprise to hear that the Pimp My Ride host no longer lives a pimped lifestyle. Unfortunately, Xzibit filed for bankruptcy twice, and for some reason, they were dismissed. On July 29, 2009, he listed assets totaling $739,433, mostly homes in California and New Mexico, and more than $1.4 million in liabilities, according to court records. For a man who pimped other people's rides, it was a shame that Xzibit didn't own any. According to bankruptcy records, the rapper was leasing a 2006 Range Rover for $2,230 a month. To worsen his troubles, the IRS filed that the Detroit-born rapper owed more than $959,523 in delinquent federal taxes. While Xzibit was struggling with his unpaid taxes and trying to avoid going to jail for it, his contemporary Ja Rule's tax evasion actually sent him to jail. Ja Rule. Unfortunately, Ja Rule's problems did not start and end with 50 Cent. The IRS gave him a hard time retiring. The internet was startled by the news report that the Internal Revenue Service accused Ja Rule of owing over $1 million in unpaid taxes. When he made the headlines, as expected, 50 Cent, his day one rival clowned him in line with their never-ending feud. According to Radar Online, the rapper and his wife Aisha Atkins are buried under an overwhelming debt of about $3 million in back taxes. The United States Attorney filed a lawsuit claiming the couple did not pay their taxes from 2005 to 2010 and from 2012 to 2017, amounting to a total debt of $3,139,237.76. Come to think of it, why do rappers not feel the need to pay their taxes? Tragically, in the wake of 2011, it was reported that the rapper was sentenced to 28 months in prison for failure to file tax returns with the IRS. Honestly, after Ja Rule admitted he had not paid his taxes for 5 years, I thought he was going to update his payments, but the rapper was hardcore. Oh, I forgot, he was broke. During his sentencing, Judge Schwartz remarked that taxpayers do not have the luxury of deciding whether to comply with laws. In that regard, in addition to his sentence, which would run concurrently with an unrelated state charges sentence, the judge sentenced Ja Rule to 1 year of supervised release. According to documents filed in the case and statements made in court, during the period of his tax evasion, Ja Rule was the sole shareholder of ASJA Inc. and Rule Tours Inc. He admitted that during those years he received music royalties from ASJA Inc. and music tour and live performance-related income from Rule Tours Inc., which he failed to file taxes for. After Ja Rule got out of jail, an unfortunate event unfolded. Ja Rule got crippled again while trying to get on his feet. Billy McFarland contacted Ja Rule and partnered with him in what eventually became a scam, the Fyre Festival, which failed to meet up with the promised image of luxury and exclusiveness on social media. Apparently, Billy McFarland used Ja Rule to gain the trust and investment of celebrities and companies, then eventually aired The Investors. This resulted in lawsuits and documentaries, which further pushed the rapper into the dark abyss. However, our next rapper was one of the rappers who made the most money in the wake of their career, but like everyone else on this list, he lost it. Fetty Wap. Of all the rappers who went broke, Fetty Wap is perhaps the most humble. In an interview with DJ Academics, the rapper humbly admitted that he had gone broke despite accumulating millions of dollars in the wake of his career. If you hadn't any idea how rich this dude was, then take a look at this.
How much is the most you saw like in your account? You're like, what the f?
The most I saw in my account?
Yeah, just
22.
in. Huh?
22.
Like 22,
M's.
like 2.22 million.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
For a fact, the Trap Queen rapper accumulated millions of dollars from record sales and tours, but as he admitted, what led to his downfall was financial and human resource mismanagement. Fetty Wap literally wanted to carry everyone along, and everyone wanted to move along with him since he was making a lot of money. He explained to DJ Academics that he used to go shopping with like 30 dudes on his side, and because he was a nice guy, he would buy expensive clothes for everyone.
Let's say we go to the mall, right?
Yeah.
At this time, I love Robin jeans, right?
Yeah,
These talking about $500 a pair. And then my worst shopping experiences was Barney's when the Balmain came out.
Yeah.
We're talking about $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 pair of jeans, bro. I'm buying 30 pair of jeans. Now, mind you, I'm only wearing 1 pair, but I'm spending $45,000 in this month. I'm spending $45,000 in this month. 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 $45, on jeans, bro.
But that was not all. Money was coming in and his name was selling. He did not care much. Fetty Wap splashed a whopping $8 million on a family vacation. Who does that? In an interview with DJ Drewski, Fetty Wap narrated how he outrageously spent millions of dollars on a family trip, which he later realized was a waste of money.
The most superstar thing I've done, I spent a lot of money. I can say that. On this particular trip, it was like $8 million.
On one trip?
Yeah. We go to the hotel, and the hotel like, yo, we don't have enough rooms. Now, they was like, we got this many rooms here, this many rooms there, this many rooms here. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to hear this.
Right.
Call my man like, yo, I need a house right now.
Fetty Wap was swimming in cash. He could not notice that his account was running dry until it was empty. The rapper seemed to be living his dream life until a drug trafficking arrest in 2021 derailed his life. In his first tell-all interview from prison, the New Jersey rapper gets candid about doing time and where he went wrong. Why was he dealing drugs? Simple. The money coming in didn't seem to balance what was going out. Fetty was racking up $150,000 in bills a month. With many responsibilities to attain, plus family obligations as a father of 6, the rapper resorted to drug dealing. He was then sentenced to 6 years in prison and 5 years of post-release supervision. However, the rapper has no regrets whatsoever. He remains optimistic about getting back on his feet and enjoys the love of his family. The last rapper on this list shares a little with Fetty Wap's story. He spent his fortune on friends. MC Hammer. MC Hammer was one of the industry's top dogs back in the day when the game was only played by the toughest. In 1991, MC Hammer bagged 3 Grammy Academy Awards and he was just getting started. According to Afrotech, MC Hammer racked up over $70 million at the peak of his career. At this time, he was on top of the world and everything money could afford was in his possession. However, as it was with most rappers of his status, MC Hammer lived a lavish life, acquiring nearly 20 luxury cars, 21 racehorses, a private jet, and a helicopter. It was reported that by 1996, MC Hammer blew his $70 million fortune and was buried in about $10 million debt. But how did that happen within just 5 years?
I don't even know how to ask this, but you seem like you're a great businessman. You have a great head on your shoulders. So what happened?
You don't really know. It wasn't no secret. Like, everybody knew that I had 200 employees. It wasn't no secret. So what you think? I was paying them in the hamburgers?
So here is the thing. MC Hammer subscribed to the widespread narrative among rappers that money was for spending. He had so much that he thought it was cool for him to recruit 200 of his friends to be entourage, costing him a whopping $500,000 monthly. Crazy, right? Although he turned out broke, MC Hammer wanted to use his money for good because he grew up in a neighborhood where most of his friends were gang members and always in trouble. Therefore, he wanted to recruit and give them purpose. At the time, no matter how much he spent, he still made much more. He was rich. He never had to think about saving or investing as he believed he'd just keep on earning and partying until the party was over. MC Hammer's biggest expense was his house. He splashed a ridiculous amount of money on a crib where he would later retire to bankruptcy. The house was a 40,000 square mansion which cost him about $12 million. Then he balled a whopping $30 million to make the house his home. He had a gold hot tub and toilet, statues of himself, Italian marble floors, tennis courts, and a basketball court. MC Hammer once praised his house in an interview saying, "When I moved in here, it felt more like I was still on vacation, but I've only used the marble steam room in my bathroom once, and I've probably never even sat on the couch in the living room." When the party stopped, there were signs. Unfortunately, as music trends moved on from dance hip-hop to more gangster hip-hop, MC Hammer could not move with the trend. He became less and less relevant. This means less and less money was coming in. Remember, he still had the big house to maintain and was still paying his 200 plus friends to work for him. He was now spending a lot more than he was earning. When the going got tough, MC Hammer had to sell his house for just about $5 million. What a big loss. Tragically, within the span of 5 years, MC Hammer went from a whopping $70 million to more than $10 million in debt. In 1996, MC Hammer sought a way out and he filed for bankruptcy. Unfortunately, the public declaration of brokenness did not save him from the troubles coming his way. In 2013, the IRS swung their merciless hammer on MC Hammer, claiming he owed $800,000 in unpaid taxes dating from 1996, declaring the rapper officially broke. If you love this video, click on the link showing on your card right now for more videos.